and welcome back to the Chronic Corner. This episode is all about a 504 plan, or a type of accommodation for grade school students. Now, I personally started off with a 504 plan when I first got diagnosed in 8th grade because I was struggling to miss school and it was becoming a challenge, and it was a great option for me. So we wanted to make a video to kind of give you the very basics to know about what a 504 plan is and what you have to do to go about getting one. Also, if you want a more detailed article and steps to learn about 504 plans, in the description below there is a link to a great article from our website. So first of all, what is a 504 plan? This is basically a plan that is put into place to help accommodate the environment for a student with disabilities. Now, this doesn't affect the timeline in which they learn or their learning objectives. This is keeping those the same. So that would mean missing a lot of school, making the school more accessible. This is more environmental based. And it is the parents, the teachers, and the physicians' jobs to come together to create a 504 plan. There are 4 main steps from the beginning to the end of the process that you need to complete to get this going. So the first is to state your case. And this is for the parent or legal guardian to write a letter to the principal of the school where the child attends, explaining why they feel and believe that their child needs some kind of accommodations and should have a 504 plan. Now, the more detail that you can give about the condition in particular, the better, and about the child's everyday struggles and why it's so important that they need this. The second step is an evaluation. And while a 504 plan doesn't have a specific set of steps for an evaluation lined out, this is going to include things like your student test performance, the amount of days of school you miss, doctor's recommendations, teacher recommendations, all kinds of information. And the more that you can gather, the better. The more teachers and medical staff that you can get on board, the better, because that's just going to make your case stronger in the end. The third step is to prepare the plan. And while a 504 doesn't require anything to be lined out in writing, we highly suggest that you have some kind of documentation written out for the specifics for your child to be able to reference back going forward, so that you at least have something in concrete writing. So the fourth step is to be an active member. And by this we mean to be as involved and on top of the 504 plan as you can be and in your child's educational experience. There are 504 coordinators. Not every school has them. Not every county has them. But they can help, because down the road there can be miscommunications, there can be problems where even though this is set in place, it's not being implemented the way that it needs to be, which in turn doesn't help the student as much as it could be. So it's important to stay on top of that and to be more aware of it. Now, on Dinet's website, we have, again, all of this in much more detail. But I just wanted to kind of go over the basics for you to give you an idea of what's involved. In the link below, you can check out our article on this. We also have tips for parents and guardians to take to kind of stay on top of all this and make things a little easier. And for all things dysautonomia in general, visit dinet.org. Thank you so much for watching.